In today's video, I'll be showing you 5 last-minute Halloween nail designs that are glam but wearable. First up is a classic star design. Use a bold base color to jazz up this design and make it more festive. I'm using a metallic silver. Next, use some white paint or polish and a tiny detail brush to sketch out some stars and then fill them in. If you need to, you can sharpen up the edges with a little bit of your base color polish. Finish with a top coat to smooth out the surface and you're done. Next up, we have a super cool matte sheer spiderweb design. For this, you're obviously going to need a sheer black polish. I made this one for a cute polish tutorial by mixing clear polish and black polish. And since this is sheer, you may need a couple coats to get the right color. Once that dried, I used a long striping brush and black acrylic paint to draw on the spiderweb. Start at the corner of your nail and pull the lines out like rays. Then I switched to a tiny detail brush and painted in swooping curves between the rays to connect them. After that, I applied a matte top coat to seal in the spiderweb design. To glam up the spiderweb, I'll be using some glitters and some rhinestones. I used a little bit of the matte top coat to attach the glitters and gave them a little push into the still drying top coat. This will ensure everything sticks in place and lasts a long time. Next, I'm using 2 polishes that have moon and star glitters. I fished them out of the polish and then I used a dotting tool to place them on the web. And lastly, you can't have a spider web without a spider, so I used a pearl for his body, a rhinestone for his head, and I used white paint to paint on the legs. Moving on, our next design is a super easy and super glittery bone print. I started with 2 coats of a glittery pink polish and I let it dry. As always, all the polishes and tools I'm using will be listed in the description box. To make the bones, I used the smaller end of a dotting tool and black paint, then made pairs of dots all over my nail. You'll need 2 pairs parallel to each other for each bone, so plan out the position accordingly. Then I connected the dots with a line. For a seamless pattern, add pieces of bone continuing off your nail. Finish with a layer of top coat or 2, and that's it. Next, we have a classic color block design with a Halloween twist. I started with an orange polish and painted the top half of my nail. This doesn't have to be perfect, you just want the color opaque. Then I filled the bottom half in with black. Once that dried, I added a stripe of white between the 2 colors, then I added some crooked stitches. Seal in your Franken-color block design and you're finished. Lastly, we have a classic gradient with a grunge twist. Just like the last nail, we'll be painting our thumbnail in half with 2 different colors. I'm using red and black. Once that dries, grab corresponding glitter polishes and apply them over top of the base polishes. To smoothly transition the 2 colors, drag each glitter polish over the seam. You can even use your finger to blend it out a little better. Next, I applied 2 coats of top coat to smooth out the glitter. You can stop there for a more wearable design or take it one step further with some statement 3D decor. I'm using this skeleton hand charm from Winstonia.com, but if you don't have nail decor, you can always paint on a Halloween shape. I think a crescent moon would look pretty cool, or maybe a cross for a more goth look. It's totally up to you. And that's it. 5 glam designs that'll match any costume or outfit this Halloween. If you give any of them a try, don't forget to share a picture with me on social media.